Hi YouTube and fellow Doctor Who fans. Today I am going to be continuing from where I left off in my last review with the second movie of the Dalek DVD collection. But before I begin, I just want to let you guys know that I have got a bit of a cold, and if you hear me coughing in this video, I'm terribly sorry, but there's not much I can do about it. I've got a cold and I'm ill. Also, I want to tell you that I am so happy that people are watching these videos. Usually when I'm making these videos, I'm actually thinking that people aren't really going to watch them. But I'm so happy that people are, and I hope that you guys really enjoying them. Hopefully you guys are actually understanding what I'm saying, because I have been watching some of my videos that I've been filming and I can't understand what I'm saying half of the time, so I'm terribly sorry about that. So yeah, today I'm going to be talking about the second movie of the Dalek DVD collection, which is entitled Dalek Invasion Earth 2150 AD, which I haven't actually seen before, but I actually watched it a couple of nights ago, and I really enjoyed it. It's a remake of the William Hartnell classic story, The Dalek Invasion of Earth, which is my favourite Doctor Who Dalek story of all time. It's my favourite. And that's including all the Dalek stories that have been made in the show as it stands. It's a really, really good episode. So, as you can imagine, I went into this story with really, really big expectations. I won't talk about the design of the box, as I had talked about, as I actually talked about that in my last video. So I'll just take off the slip cover, and yeah, just so you guys know before I start, this isn't a part of the BBC DVD classic Doctor Who stories. This wasn't actually done by the BBC, it was separate. It's actually kind of a spin-off of the classic stories of Doctor Who. The Dalek Invasion was filmed in 1966 and the Daleks was filmed in 1965, which was during the time that William Hartnell was playing as the lead role. So I don't know why they actually remade them, and why they actually didn't get the original TARDIS crew and the Doctor to actually star in this. Probably because they were busy doing the TV series. These two movies are filmed in colour, just so you know. So yeah, Invasion Earth, I really, really liked it. Okay, so the story begins with the Doctor and the TARDIS crew on Earth, and they're about to leave in the TARDIS when a police officer called Tom sees the TARDIS and thinks that it's a real police box and goes inside, and the TARDIS sends them all forward in time into a moment in Earth's future, and they land in a part of London where everything's in ruins, and it looks like that war's been going on and battles have been going on and everything looks like a right mess. When they come out of the TARDIS and start to explore, they come into contact with a group of surviving humans which are trying to fight the Daleks that have enslaved the human race and are trying to control them, and are hopefully eventually going to, well, I mean, not hopefully, they are eventually planning to destroy the planet. And these survivors are really, really good people. They are trying everything that they can to stop the Daleks, but they haven't actually had much success in that. The Daleks have captured some of the surviving humans and turned them into slaves that are at their command, which are called Robo-Men, which is quite strange because they don't, because I mean, they're not actual robots or machines. They're kind of like humans that have been hypnotized to actually do whatever the Daleks tell them to do. So yeah, the Doctor and his companions team up with these surviving humans and try to help them fight the Daleks. And the Doctor's really quite baffled about the Daleks returning, because in the first story, the Daleks could only move on metal, and then if they went off the metal, they eventually shut down and died. But the Daleks in here are going around the streets of London without actually travelling over anything that's metal, and that baffles the Doctor completely. So yeah, this is a story about a group of humans that are trying to fight back the Daleks and to take back their planet. So yeah, the story is really, really good. It's actually not as good as the original, which is kind of hard to actually stand up to. It is a good comparison though. It actually has good comparisons for both stories, such as when the TARDIS crew first comes out of the TARDIS, Susan complains that she's twisted her ankle, which was a frequent occurrence for Susan. She was always twisting her ankle and hurting herself. And it also has good scenes that they have remastered and actually reshot that were featured in the original William Hartnell story. Peter Cushing as the Doctor is very, very good. He wasn't as good as the first story one, but I mean, he's okay in both stories. Susan, her character has been kind of dumbed down, because in the first story she was very intellectual and intelligent and smart, even more smarter than the Doctor. I felt like they actually brought it right down. And I mean, she's still clever, but they brought it right down. And she's still a joy to watch though. The policeman called Tom is very, very funny. He is the comic in this story, and every time you see him on screen, he always makes you laugh. Should the Doctor Who story be funny? Not really. Doctor Who should be able to make you smile and feel happy, but it shouldn't be able to make you laugh. But that's my only personal thoughts on the show. And Barbara and Ian, who are actually starring in the first story, aren't actually in the second one. They have been replaced by a woman called Louise, which is a character's name. I really didn't like Louise. I found her character to be boring and not really needed for the story. I just felt that they put her in because she's a female, and they thought, okay, we have to have a female in the story. So yeah, but yeah, it's a really, really good story, and it's a good DVD box set. And the rating I would give this story is a 7, which is the same score that I actually rated the first story, and the DVD box set and overall gets a 7 out of 10. But if you see this in the stores, go and buy it. If you've seen all the up-to-date episodes but haven't actually seen all the classic stories and want to get into them, this is a good icebreaker for the classic stories. But yeah, good movies. They're rated U, which basically means that anyone can watch them. It's got no violence, it's got no sex in it, and it's got no swearing, so it's child friendly. So yeah, when I was thinking about what episode to actually review next, I was thinking, well, instead of choosing one at random and talking about it, I thought that I would give you guys a choice about what one to see next. So I have picked a selection of classic stories and one of the Matt Smith stories, and I thought that I would actually give you guys a vote. I thought that I would put this video up and leave it on for 3 days, and any one of these videos that I'm about to show, if you want to review that one, just put the title in the comment section below, or say I would want to see that one, or I would like you to talk about this one. And in 3 days time I will go back to this video and see all the comments and see what episode has got the most votes. So these are the these are the episodes that are up for the voting, which are the Dalek Invasion of Earth, which is a William Hartnell story, Inferno, which is a John Pertwee story, a Tom Baker story which is called Sharda, which has only just come out, and finally the 4th episode of season 7, starring Matt Smith as the Doctor, called The Power of Three. So if you have, after them 4 episodes, please pick one that you would like me to talk about next, and in 3 days I will go back to this video and see what one's got the most votes and then talk about that one. I hope you guys have enjoyed me talking about the second movie of the Dalek Collection, and I hope you've been enjoying these videos. I will see you guys in 3 days time, which is Thursday. I will be doing the next video, and if you guys haven't actually voted, I will pick one of these 3 out of random and then talk about it. So I will see you guys next week then. See ya, bye.